Remember when you were a kid in school and it was always about knowing the answers, right? You're raising your hand, me. Even if you weren't one of those people, you know what I'm talking about, because so often we were praised, we were given accolades for knowing the right answers. And even into adulthood, you're sitting in that meeting or something's going on within your organization, there is that pressure to be the person who knows the answers. But listen, there's something even more important than knowing the right answers. It's knowing the right questions to ask. Because the right questions lead you to the wise answers, the wise next step. So what if, rather than always looking for the answers, you start asking yourself to look for the right questions? You know, self-coaching is a powerful resilience tool. It's the process of pausing when you've got a challenge or an opportunity that you want to take best advantage of, asking those powerful questions that really provoke the right kind of thought to get you to the answers that will propel you forward. So rather than saying, what is the answer to this? Start asking, what question should I be asking right now? Be curious. Be curious about why things aren't working. Be curious about what could work better. Be curious about what's worked in the past. Be curious about your own vision, your fears. And when you do that, you have the kinds of questions that open up your perspective and even create solutions that you might not otherwise have considered. They don't have to be long or complicated questions. Oftentimes, the best questions are very simple. What do you want? When you're in the midst of complaining or thinking about what's not working or rehashing a problem, cutting yourself short and saying, what do you want? Asking, what am I afraid of? When you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling anxious or hesitant about something. And it's not just enough to say, what am I afraid of? But be curious enough to say, well, what if that happens? How would I handle that? That puts you on the other side of your fear, where you begin thinking about how you might handle the repercussions of the ways in which you might need to move forward. What if I wasn't afraid? That's one of my favorite questions. What would I do then? When we begin imagining ourselves moving forward with courage, we get new answers. So like I said, it doesn't have to be complicated. What do I want? What am I afraid of? What am I avoiding? How do I want to show up in this situation? So my challenge to you is to stop focusing so much on getting the right answers and to start focusing on asking the right questions.